Good morning, everyone. This is Chillainous. Welcome to a Microsoft Flight Sim stream, I guess. I was going to say video, but no, I'm not in the video mindset. Excuse me. So today, for some reason, my OBS is lagging up. We are using a little bit of extra software today, and that's probably why. However, I kind of need that today. We're going to be starting from cold, and we are set to push back in about 20 minutes. Because of all of that info there as well, we can't have music on. Sorry, my computer running a bit crazy. I cannot have music on today. So it's going to be a quiet stream where you can hear all of the engines and everything as I look around the cockpit. OBS seems to be hanging out at 30 FPS now. Very strange. So today we're technically flying on VATSIM. There's no tower or anything online. We have an extra departure with us and quite a few coming in. Let's have a look here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people coming in currently. One of them will probably be coming in as we are taking off or taxiing. And other than that, I think that's everything. So normally we'd we get the plane going and contact tower. However, we don't have a tower, so we'll be on Unicom 122.8. So we'll turn on the external power here. I've turned off the actual ATC as well, and I'm going to use my Stream Deck to transfer all of my radio. As you can see here, we are on Unicom now. We're already on mode C, so only ATC can see us. And today, like I said, we'll be starting up cold flight, even the computer. I've been learning how to do it, and I'm going to go over with you how I do it. To load that up. And hopefully, everything will go all swimmingly. So we're going to stay on external power for a while. I can't even get the jetway connected. At least I don't think I can. Nope. Today, actually maybe. Can I at least request... I can't even request a jetway. Alright, well today... Oh my lord. Today, we are in a Jetstar A320. We are Jetstar 768 flying from Sydney to Adelaide. I've had some issues with the plane this morning, including starting off on the taxi facing north-south instead of east-west. So that was a bit unfortunate, but this is the plane that we are going to be flying. I did a test flight from Melbourne yesterday. Test flight from Melbourne to Adelaide yesterday. And everything went pretty well, so I'm happy and confident that we can get this plane sorted. So with that, I'm going to get out of that view. Where the hell am I? I'm in that view. Alright. Everything is going to be managed today as much as I can. Speed select, we'll get there. So here is where we would call up tower and ask them for the clearance. There is no tower online. But I believe, and if anyone's watching the VOD, let me know. I believe it would be Sydney Tower, Jetstar 768, Gate Echo 36 with weather. Request IFR clearance to Adelaide. And weather would be on the ATIS, but we don't have an ATIS online, so I cannot do that. They would then probably say you are cleared to Kadom. Flight plan is filed. Kadom, 5,000 feet, and then is filed. Climb via SID. Then you read that back. Is there like a miniature airport on that thingy here? The MD. There is. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's cool. Sounds like there might be another plane spooling up around us, but we are going to get the everything sorted here. I forgot to set up a window capture. Give me one moment. There it is. Pull that down and then we'll hide it. Okay. So today we are flying Sydney to Adelaide. Oh, Jesus. That one. And I can do this with the keyboard as well, but I'm not really too worried about that. So go from Sydney to Adelaide, the cost index. So here we go. This is where I'm going to come over here. So we want cost index and cruise flight level and temperature. So if I open up Opera here and we have a look here, the cruise index is right here. Cruise index is 19. So I'm going to put that into the computer while you can't see it, because otherwise I just have to come back to this window anyway. And then flight level and temperature. This here is down here a little more. So the flight level that I want to be flying at is 310, but it looks like we're going to be stuck 275. Unless it's just something to do with the time in between Cowra here. Oh, it says 310 there. And there. And there. And 257 by Cadom. Okay. So we'll set up for 310, and then the lowest point here is minus 47 degrees. This is in Celsius as well, I believe. So let's turn that off. And then I want flight level 310 and minus 74. Oh, sorry, 47. Put that there. Perfect. So there's our initialization. I don't really know these things here, so we're just going to leave it. From there, we'll be taking off flaps 2. I think you actually need to activate flaps 2 as well to get your proper V1 rotating 2. If I take out the flaps and then do it again, you can see here that all the speeds change, so probably a bug. So we just set 2. There's our V's. Will be managed 155. I'm okay with that. Cruise 250. I believe we'll want a little bit faster than that. But we'll do this. I don't think I can change it to... Oh, can I? I can't see it from here. I want the speed to be selected on this one. Selected. Managed. And go back. Okay. That's fine. Well, the descent at 240, then the... Oh, Jesus. That button. trying to remember what the everything is. So now we have to fill in the MDA and decision height here. I feel like I might need to put in a flight plan for this. At least the approach. Let me return. We go from Sydney. We are departing Kadom on 34 left. 34 left, Kadom 1. And I don't think we have a transition here. I think we're direct out, so we can insert that. Then as we do our flight plan here, we then want Lidley. I'm going to actually activate the keyboard here. Like here. Okay, I can't actually do it, but Lidley. I think I want to put it here. No. Must be the one at Kadom. There you go. Kadom, Lidley. At 310. It says at Kadom to be at 257. So I'm going to try and change that. L257. Okay, I don't know exactly how to do this to change it to 257, but if we go that Kadom to Lidley that fast, that's going to be really awkward. Okay, from there, then we have Cowra. Whoops, I need to clear all of this. Cowra. Does it just want Maxim instead? Hang on. There we go. Insert. It says that it's not in the database. Oh, it's CWR, that's why. I'm still learning to read these sorts of things, so. Insert, there's Cowra. Then we want Borley, which I think is over Bordertown. I know Borto is, Borley might be. Then Maxim. From Maxim, then it's Black. This is where I actually want to set up the approach. So the arrival will be RNAV 05 Zulu via Black 3 Victor. Via interesting. I'm gonna go Lunga. No, hang on. Let's see. Gonna go have a look at my charts again. If we have a look here, we're coming in Black, then taxes, stands, Lunga is somewhere down here. So we will probably go in Lunga since we don't see Padsy or Seagull, and I know Lunga is along this line here, so we will go Lunga instead. Lunga, insert. So from here we should see Borley, Black, taxes, perfect. Everything is looking great. D-cell stands, Lunga, Padsy, Padsif, Padsum, I believe is the go around. Hadsum is not the go around, but I will show you here again. So here we go. Lunga is 15.5 nautical miles. At Lunga, we want to track 316 to Padzi. From there, we will then go on. We're going to go to our perf page now. Perf? And then these numbers here, 3000 and 360 is what we want. The approach, the MDA is 360, and the decision height is 3000. Then it says landing config, config 3, flaps 3. We don't have a QNH, temperature or whatever. But that's the whole computer sorted. I also forgot to turn on the nav lights to let people know that we will be moving soon. But with that, we are roughly 5 minutes ahead of schedule. Have a quick look at VATSPY. Uniform Tango Alpha 1651 in an A330NEO will be coming into land very soon. Looks like they're about to turn onto final. And I can see that on VATSPY here, UTA 1651. So my departure and arrival hasn't ticked over yet. Hopefully it does. Let's get into the drone cam real quick. And go watch how my computer hates me. You can see UTA. I don't even know what UTA is, but you can see them there on the horizon. They appear to be coming in for... Oh, it's really hard to tell, but I would have to say a 16 left approach. I'm hearing a plane moving, possibly. I can't hear things very well. I'm half deaf, so I would say this is probably our other plane here. The one that is departing. Another one is also another one has also just popped up. Jetstar 420. I mean, it could be. You never know. Actually, let's have a look here. One of these guys, ooh, they're going to be following us to Adelaide. And we have one going to New Zealand, so they should be over here in the internationals. There they are, doing their pushback. And they are beginning to taxi. Lovely. They really should have let us know about that, but I'm not going to hold too much against them for that. Alright, with that, I'm going to start getting the fuel going, and we're going to come off the external power. I also want beacon on. We'll come off external power shortly, once we have the APU on. There we go. We will turn off the external power. I feel like that should be a lot louder. I feel like the APU should be very loud. But either way. Jesus, that was weird. Need to pause the live stream for some reason. It's still running in the background. Alright, let's start planning our pushback. And then we will say push and start. And for some reason, this gate doesn't have any markings on this side. Very odd. There we go. There's our pushback sorted. Did my rudder pedals just move? That was strange. Alright, let's do this. Sydney traffic, Jetstar 768, gate 36, pushback and start. Alright, let's get the pushback sorted.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
They are then going to connect up to the front of the plane. Very cool. Those tires look extremely thin though for the size of these wheel arches.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. The parking brakes are set. You may lift. Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
City traffic, velocity 161, cross to runway 34, left on Golf, then taking my Charlie, crossing 25,
Okay.
runway 10, Tango 6, holding point runway 34, right, Sydney.
Beautiful.
Parking brakes are released.
So he's taking off 3-4 right.
You can start the engines in sequence. It will start in the sequence.
And we'll be taking off 3-4 left. I always get so nervous when other people can hear me as well. I don't understand why. Yeah, for some reason our departures and arrivals are not working. So I'm just going to quickly see if I can get that sorted. I don't even know which overlay I'm on right now. There's our plane coming in.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake. Parking brake set.
There's our plane coming out.
Aircraft. Ground. You may disconnect. Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight. Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Alright, with that set, I actually was supposed to start up the engines while I was doing that as well. Just need to add the fuel here and then get it going. Feel like I've done something wrong. What have I done wrong? I don't think it's because the APU is still on. I think you need that on. The engine bleed is also on. Oops, that is the wrong view. Oh my lord, you're kidding me. All right, let's go through the startup procedure again. It might be because I turned off the APU. Accidentally. You can hear it spooling up, so that was probably what I did wrong.
Sydney traffic, Jetstar 420, pushback, Bay 35, Sydney.
Oh, hang on. Bay 35 is like right next to me. They're not at Bay 35 unless it's on the other side. See if we can see them. Oh, yeah, they are just on the other side. Alright, we're then going to get the other engine spooling up. Yeah, so it's just my fault. I accidentally turned off the APU. Good thing I noticed that. And then once these guys here are spooled up, then we can turn off the APU. Alright. And on the runway taxi light, turn on the nose light to taxi. And now that that is sorted, we can now turn off the master switch and bleed. Okay, let's call them up again. Sydney traffic, Jetstar 768, taxiing to runway 34 left via taxiway Golf, Charlie 2, cross runway 25, Charlie, Lima, cross runway 34 left, Alpha, Alpha 6. And with that, let us release the parking brakes and let's go. Also, that is really, really close for some reason. I don't want to be moving too fast here, just in case something happens with my rudder. It's happened a few times now. And we'll just cruise down to the runway. You see our guy over there on pushback?
Sydney traffic, Jetstar 420, taxiing Charlie, Lima, Alpha, runway 34 left, Sydney traffic.
Oh, he's coming the same way as me.
Sydney traffic, velocity 161, taking off runway 34 right, Marab 6 departure, then optic planned route, Sydney.
Jetstar 768, crossing runway 25. It's making sure that they are all very in contact, and I hope that everything is good. And that you guys can hear them as well. You should be able to, but I can't see it on the meters. There he goes. As you see him go... Oh, I saw him go flying overhead very quickly. Also, I need to remember to follow the taxi lines just a little bit later than they look. The wheel of this plane is a little further back than we are. Although, to be fair, I feel like I read off pretty alright there. Doesn't look like there's any other airplanes coming in as we are going to be taking off. That's a good start there. Oh Jesus, we're going a little fast.
City traffic velocity 161 is airborne, climbing via the SID flight level 370 Marab 6, then optic Sydney.
He's talking... Oh yeah, I see that it is coming through. It's a little loud, but it's not loud. There's my rudder doing strange things. Sydney traffic, Jetstar 768 crossing runway 34. 34 left. So it shouldn't take too long. I believe taxi should take like 20-ish minutes. We've taken about 10. I guess it depends on the size of the airfield.
City traffic, Jetstar 420, crossing 34 left, Sydney.
Going a little fast again and offline. I'm lining it up with this screw right here. It's roughly in line with our wheel. My man is coming up. Oh, Jesus. My man is coming up fast behind us too, so hopefully he doesn't mind. There he is. Literally right behind us. Jesus, get back on the line. So I believe we're taking off cut on 1, climbing via SID. What the hell happened there? So I can't... Oh, jeez. Alright, from here we need to turn off our taxi lights, turn on our takeoff lights. Can I please? Thank you. Turn the strobe on. Set flaps. Going to squawk 2000. Okay. Sydney traffic, Jetstar 768, departing runway 34 left via Cadom 1, departing via SID, and then 310 afterwards. I bollocksed that so bad. And for some reason, my rudder is still doing very strange things. Come out just a little wider. Going to bring up
Sydney
this.
traffic, Jetstar 420 lining up, runway 34 left, Sydney.
Go back to this view so I can see the screen. From here, we'll go throttle climb. We want to go up to 800. Jetstar 768, Sydney traffic, clear of the runway. Let's throw on the autopilot. I did that very, very illegitimately. But they should be taking off runway 34 left any second. I guess we'll see them in Adelaide. I don't know if I have a VNAV option here, but...
Sydney traffic, Jetstar 420, rolling 34 left, departure to the east, Sydney traffic.
Can we please start climbing? Oh, Jesus. Again, this happens whenever I come off my monitor to look at other things, only when I'm streaming or using OBS. It'll start going very strangely. If it happens again. It did. Might be something to do with this monitor, but because of that, I actually can't see what is going on. Yeah, so I actually can't follow how high up I'm meant to be. Because I can't Alt-Tab to see anything. For some very, very strange reason. That also means that I can't go to check anything on my other monitors. If I click this one. Yeah, so it's only something to do with my left monitor. I click off onto my right, no problems. Click onto my left, even if I come off onto my right first. Yeah, I'm just having some issues. But I want to be at 257 by Kadom. And then we want to be at 310 just before Lidley. So push that up to 26. As we come into a thick layer of cloud.
Jetstar 420 is airborne, 6,000 climbing for flight level 230, departing to the southwest of the area, Sydney traffic.
I want to call out, but Unicom isn't made for this. I want to call out and be like, I'll see you in Adelaide 420. Actually, you know what? I'm going to. We'll see you in Adelaide 420.
Roger that. Have a good flight.
You too, mate. Excuse me. So maybe I need to move OBS to my left monitor so I can click things on the right. We're climbing pretty fast, but I think we're using a lot of airspeed here. I'm not too sure. But we should be at 257 by this point here. I think this little blue marker shows where we will reach 26. Excuse me, sorry. It's going to be a little bit of a quieter stream today as I'm not really feeling super well. And it looks like my overlay is not completely working either. So I'll have to do some testing with that. And then, like I said, we want to be at 310 just before Lidley. So strange that clicking on, like, I'm clicking on OBS right now, no problems. Moment I click left monitor. Issues. I can't believe it. Be really nice if someone could... Nah, there's no way I was clicking disconnect autopilot. We are coming up to Kadom. They might be going out via the Kadom Wollongong transition instead. Which, if I show Opera... Oh, my mouse cursor isn't even showing. Actually, I wonder if it's something to do with the capture. Let me remove it and see if it still happens. It is not to do with the capture. Very strange. Everyone in the back is absolutely crapping themselves, wondering what the hell is going on. And then let us climb to 310. As you can see here, that blue marker comes down and it should stop right about here. Okay, it's a little faster. Maybe it's all just relative. Or maybe not. So I am descending just a little fast. Let's try at... Oh geez, it's not negative. What are we climbing at now? 2,700? Let's try 2,000. Yeah, that's looking much more like what I see. So all that stuff trying to set up all the things for you to see, and you can't see them. Right now we're kind of flying in between two layers of cloud. We have a very scattered cloud up above us, but a more condensed one down below us. So cool. Really nice visuals. But now we are up in the air. Obviously. I actually need to set my barometer to 992. That should push back our little heading here just a little bit. Yeah, it looks like we're chasing it a little bit at the moment. Even if it is here for top of climb, I'll be pretty happy. Now we'll be cruising roughly 450. So as we get into cruise, I'll probably adjust our speed. Hi Moonrider, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. As we are about to reach our cruising altitude of 31,000 feet. Then we have a long trip to go, roughly an hour and a half today in the air. So obviously this is going to be our only flight today. I'm really sad that all the overlay stuff doesn't work for some reason. And the thing is, I can't click it to find out because otherwise it will start disconnecting the autopilot and start going crazy. It looks like our cruise airspeed is starting to kick in now that we are getting close to our cruising altitude. I think I told the passengers to walk around while we were climbing. Yep, the seatbelt signs are off right now. Let's just say that they weren't. And we should be slowing back down to a true airspeed of roughly 450 knots. Lovely. And today we are Jetstar 768 in the bright orange Jetstar plane. The bright orange Jetstar A320. Very cool plane, this one. And I've been learning how to program the onboard computer over the last couple of days. So today was a cold start with no information other than we were departing from Bay 36 in Sydney International. And I forgot to load up Sky Dolly again. God damn it. Yeah, really, really cool plane. I love it. We have Jetstar 420s somewhere off in this general direction. They are also flying to Adelaide. I'm not sure if I saw a blip there or not, but we are now also very high. We can turn off our landing lights. Let's tell the passengers they can move around. Like I said, let's just pretend that that wasn't off in the first place, yeah? You know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, sort of deal. Anyway, we have roughly 6 minutes until Cowra. I believe Cowra is an actual airfield, and there might be a little bit too much cloud cover to actually see that. But let's turn the distance all the way up to 320 miles. So we've just crossed over Lidley, coming to Cowra, then Borley, From Borley, we will be going to Maxim. There's a big gap between Borley and Maxim. Maxim's probably just here if the MD was a little bit taller. Or could go out a little bit further. Probably roughly here-ish. Then from there, we'll be transitioning to Black 3 Victor approach. Oh, Jesus. And then we will be descending into Adelaide from there. Really cool. And like I said, I'm just very happy that I was able to do the whole computer, at least enough to get it sorted with... Oh wait, Jesus. I need to check and see that I have managed the correct... Okay, good. I need to go over to ChartFox very quickly. And there you can see the moment I clicked on it, everything went crazy. Sorry to the people in the back that are probably throwing up right now. If I can click onto it again fast enough, it does not disconnect the autopilot. But it still goes a bit crazy, and I don't understand why. And I apologize that I am zooming in and out. I'm zooming in and out on the other page without clicking it. Could try and move this window over. Oh, I did it. Oh, it's something to do with Opera? No. I don't understand. OBS seems to be fine when you click on it. Well, then I'm going to move this back over here. We have a pretty strong headwind right now of 48 knots from in front of us, slightly to the right. Excuse me. So we're not moving slow, but we're not moving fast either. Where's the outside temperature? The sensor temperature is -46. I wonder if that means we need to put on the anti-ice on the front. Usually you can see that though. But there appears to be 0 ice on the front. But the sensor, I believe, is like either here or here. It's one of these two here. Or is it something to do with these ones? God, I learned this. Why can I not remember it? I just want to, you know, talk about the plane a little more. Excuse me. Actually, don't even know if we can get TCAS on the MD either. And I can't click off to look for some reason. There is Maxim appearing. So from Maxim, we'll have roughly 25 minutes until... Wait, 25? 20. Roughly 20 minutes until we start our descent. So we'll pay attention to the time as we cross Maxim. I don't think you can reset this in this version of the plane. I'm pretty sure you can in the A330, which is much more involved, and also the fly-by-wire A320NEO. I'm gonna keep an eye out for Jetstar 420 though. Jetstar 420 is behind us somewhere. Oh, Jesus. I can see him on the map. He's pretty much following us straight up. Let's increase the speed of the camera and let's go looking for him. Could also be higher. Have a look here. See if I can like zip over him. Yeah, he's quite a bit higher than us. At 38,000. That said, I do want to see him, but like if we go much higher, we'll be seeing the stars and not him instead. Nah, too much effort. Oh my lord, dude. Just let me do things on my other monitor, please, for the love of God. This is going to be really awkward as we are approaching or anything where I need to look at the charts. Or it's sim brief information. Kind of getting it all pre-prepared here so I can see it all. There we go, lovely. I really need to set up some alerts too. For the stream, not for me. I have plenty of alerts in this plane. Just hope that all of the ATC audio levels were good. They looked a little loud, but maybe not loud in a bad way. They were almost as loud as me though. But I will not know until we go back and watch it. I mean, we'll get some more ATC interaction at least with Jetstar 420. Because they are pretty much right behind us. Hope I don't force them to do a go around. But they are flying higher than us. They may overtake us at some stage. It does look like they are creeping up. Stand up, have a look. Look at the view though. So pretty. Actually, I believe that when a lot of people are doing sim cockpits, they kind of set up like here-ish. There is a mode to remove the whole cockpit though. That would be a dream, but too expensive for me. Oh my lord, I just... Just loaded up YouTube on my phone, and I see full flight Sydney to Auckland in a Jetstar plane.
If you're watching this right now,
Curious to see what they're flying. It looks like an A320 or an A330. Can I please skip to the cockpit? Oh, it's the PMDG 787, I believe. Just by the looks of it. That's cool. And that's what I do when I'm flying the planes, because I don't think I can increase sim rate. Or else everything kind of goes a little out of whack, including flight time. Flight time logged, I should say. Oh, I can't even look up if there is a TCAS, because everything will just go crazy. We are very even on the fuel tanks as well, probably because we didn't have the APU running for very long as we went to take off. Wind still coming in from 275, so directly from the west across us. We're cruising 452. So what did I say with Maxim? 20 minutes? We're going a little faster than was anticipated. By only two knots, but those 2 knots add up. Then when we hit black, we want to be at 243. Roughly 4 minutes after we start descending. So let's say roughly 2,000. Eight. We're trying to math. We want to drop 7,000. So maybe 1,800. See if we can see Jetstar. We cannot. That's a star, that's not him. But I do believe he will overtake us at some stage. Could try and talk direct to him. But unsure. We have no tower, no center, no nothing online at the moment either. We are pure Unicom. Man, that's really cool, seeing all the white fluffy bits, and then you see the separation through to the ground, and the cloud shadows on the ground. So nice. I actually bumped up my clouds just a little so that we could experience that a little better. wow. So you can see on the flight plan, if I have a look here, it's going to be zooming out here for a sec. So Borley is essentially the midpoint. Or close to it. Maybe a little bit past it. Maybe here-ish. So we should almost be able to see Sydney and Adelaide. The flight is 640-ish miles. And this can cover 320. So we should at least see Chatham and Black on the same screen. Really cool though. I just realized that by doing that, I also need to re-zoom in on the map. There we go. That's reset again. I might quickly look up why autopilot disconnects when I'm alt-tabbing. Not my rudder, is it? Nope, my rudder is definitely on 0. Oh my god, dude, just let me type what I want. Smart devices. It's supposed to make life easier, sometimes make life harder. Make life, I don't know, fun. Alright. MSFS 2020. Plane. Turning Alt Tab. Very strange. I'm not seeing anyone else with this problem. Crazy. As we fly by the plane, you can see here that we have literally the most casually dressed captain in the world. Oh, that is hilarious. Seeing them in there in casual clothes. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what captains do. Like, especially on, like, really long flights, they'll, like, stay dressed up for the presentation of the aircraft. Then as they're flying, they'll change into casual clothes and then change again as they are coming into approach. One day I'll learn to fly the A330 or the A320NEO, ones that are much more involved. But for now, I'm quite happy that I can cold start and do everything with this plane. Especially considering I was only learning to fly the, using the computer user generated, not computer generated. I've only been learning that for the last couple of days, so it feels good that I can pretty much remember all of it. There's some weird texturing on the windows going to orange. As you can see here, we are carrying a whole lot of no one. All the seats are empty. And all the plane is empty. Actually, the reason this part here is not empty is because this is a viewer view on the camera. One of the spectator views. So it has to render this window here to be able to see out there. Obviously, it doesn't look too great as we're flying along. But still, it's really cool how they've done it. Just applying a texture of, it looks like it repeats. Yeah, it does repeat. Right up to this. They should have this window here as something different. Sorry, not that one. The very front one. Of course they wouldn't. But if you look here, you can see seats. Still 4 rows in front, but like... Oh, you can see it here. It's like 3 or 4 rows in front. But then... you're in here with us, so... Crazy how when you get into the cockpit, everything gets quiet. And then there's a whole under section. Dude, I didn't know about this. There's like another view you can do. Then of course you have the wheels, the wheel mechanisms. Why am I... Oh, I'm not going back the other way. And then here must be flight crew, bits and pieces. Why would they only render parts of it? And this looks like a safety hazard. Oh, I know why they render this. This is where they deliver the snacks on the plane when you ask for catering. So of course they have to render this bit here. That does, however, still look very dangerous. So they may render all the way up here at the door because of... Oh my lord. Because of the same reason. You can open the doors on the planes. Then as we get back in here, silence. Really funny as you're leaving and entering the cockpit. All the sounds and lights disappearing. Alright, let's have a look here. We are about to cross Borley 225, so roughly within the next minute. Now have a look at VAT Spy once more. 420 is still... Oh, okay, so here's the thing. 420 is above us. But they are traveling slower than us by 10 knots. I'm going to, like, have to land this very, very quickly when we get into Adelaide. Because he is going to be right on my ass. We could always increase speed by 10 knots. Also. Look here, what are we at right now? 0.78. I think we can go to 0.79. That'll push us right up against 460 knots. Or are we 7.8? I guess I'll just do managed. Can I adjust it? What is 7.7? Sorry, 7.8. 289. Okay. Can I change it over here? Uh, 289. I cannot. I guess it's something to do with the fuel econ and everything like that, even though we have plenty of fuel. Alright, 2:51. We are arriving at Maxim by. Sorry. Oh yeah, it was once we hit Maxim. We want to wait 20 minutes before descending. So we have until 2:51 before we reach Maxim. Roughly half an hour. Wait, that doesn't sound right. 2:51? Just over 25 minutes? You are? Thanks. Sorry, you are what? Sorry? I hope that you're not live. Here you can start seeing there's where we took off at Sydney. Here's the beginning of our approach into Adelaide. You've never spoken to a YouTuber? Really? I mean, there's lots of them these days. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm just someone who does silly videos. Well, as I do simulation videos. Just for the fun of it. I mean, at the end of the day, YouTubers are just people as well. Sometimes some of them think they're above other people, but end of the day, everyone started somewhere. Check out that view. Melbourne is somewhere down there. I think that is a hill on the horizon and Melbourne might be right behind it. As you leave Melbourne, there is a very large... Could be those ones. No, that's too far back. As you leave Melbourne, there are some hills that you go over. Especially if departing to the north, and if you're departing over to Adelaide from runway 34, you kind of go out this way. And there are some mountains right here that you need to clear. It'd be cool to do a flight out of Melbourne. On neofly, I think it's definitely on a live stream somewhere because I went from Melbourne to Echuca or something like that in the Cessna 172. Maybe it was the Caravan. But either way, yeah, you can see us flying right through it. I think it was a video. I think I remember filming the cinematic for it. Unless it was a video that never got released. There's a couple of them now. Sometimes I get the motivation to edit. Because like recording a Microsoft Flight Simulator video, if you're flying like whatever for an hour and a half, doesn't matter what plane you're in. But if you're flying for an hour to an hour and a half, trying to get all the shots to make that video look good take way longer, especially if you're using... Well, if you're doing it in-game, you can kind of save a little bit of time. I like to use Sky Dolly as well, so I can capture my land-offs and taking... sorry, my land-offs? Oh my lord. My takeoffs and landings. And so I can watch them back and film them. And that also adds on. So from the time I start a flight to the time I finish editing the flight and putting everything all together, instead of that 1 hour flight becomes like 4 hours. It's not as easy as just doing the thing and then uploading. At least not for me. It was in the early days of Chillainous, but these days not so much. A lot of the old videos are privated now. Actually, wait, that's a lie. I remember filming a cinematic again for Adelaide to Melbourne. And I got that Oh, man. Maybe it was just my Euro truck videos that were a little bit lackluster. There we go. We can see Sydney. We are now essentially in the halfway mark as Sydney is disappearing from our rows here, and we can start seeing black decel. Decel is right next to taxes, I think. But we can almost see the whole route here. Crazy. And quickly check V-Pilot here. We still have no ATC online, so I'm going to be back very, very quickly. I just need to go use the bathroom, the little boy's room. The cockpit stop. I don't know how else to say it. Oh, there's a town down there. Possibly. It looks like a town. Could be some farmland. Alright. I'm going to go use the cockpit stop. And I'll be back within just a couple of minutes at most. I will not be very long. Alright, I have returned. Normally if there's a tower or center online, you'd let them know that you are going to be away from the computer for just a short moment. Obviously, we don't have to worry about that today. At least for now. Excuse me. Unfortunately, I can't start a top of descent thing here either. I think that's all to do with the flight plan. I'm going to have to go over how to use this better. But it says at black we want to be flight level 310, which is not correct. We want to be flight level 243. And we can still be fast until taxes. What are we at right now? I wonder if I can punch that in. Flight level 243 and see if it does anything. Yeah, see, this is what I don't understand about it. Maybe it's just something you can't do in this plane. And this is why I think that, oh, excuse me, especially flight sims where there's not really a whole lot going on in the air, make great YouTube content. Not for live streaming so much unless you've got like people to talk to. Wow, look at that. We can actually see our whole flight plan right across the whole rows. Yeah, this is why this makes really good YouTube content. Because you can chop it up and everything like that. Yeah, it just flicks over. Oh, 420's starting to catch up on us a little bit. They've gained like 6 knots of speed somewhere along the line. I just don't want to be landing right on top of each other, so I'm trying to constantly monitor that. Excuse me. It says between black and taxes we also have to drop 26,000 feet. Roughly. And we have 6 minutes to do it. Oh, no, that's at or above 3,800. But still, I'd like to be that low. If I have a look at taxes on here, I can't even show it to you. Okay, so taxes on SimBrief says 7,500. So we don't have to drop 26,000 feet, just 22,000. Still a lot. Alright, so it's roughly, and I'm going to double check this as we come over Maxim in 10 minutes. it's going to be roughly 10 minutes, half an hour between Maxim and Black. If that is the case, at 20 minutes, we will start descending through to 249. It is 249, right? Damn, I've lost it already. 243. Close enough. Then watch as I approach. All of my terminology will be wrong. Just how it is. I'm very bad at this still. I've only been on VATSIM for a couple of days. Although I nailed my VATSIM test. Like 100% first time in quite a short time. And I watch a lot of VATSIM videos too, trying to get the lingo down, but I still can't get it down. I feel like a lot of the lingo would be easier with some ATC on, like especially on departures. That first contact with departures is nerve-wracking. I did one yesterday where I did a flight from Melbourne to Adelaide. And we had ATC in Melbourne, and it was... I have a hard time talking with people. Yeah, I've gained a little bit of speed, but so is he's now 3 knots slower than us rather than like 11. Of course, everything you see is an approximation on the map, and I really wish I could show it to you, but unfortunately it does reveal my real name, so cannot do that. And I can't use a screen name either. That is against the rules. Man, I'm gonna have to like set up like a watch list of movies or something. There's so many that I should watch. But then no content gets made. And as it is, I already feel sick a lot of the time. So I have to try and make the most of the good time that I have. I really should have recorded this whole flight. I mean, like, it's here on YouTube, but it's not the same sort of thing. I did record parts of my flight yesterday, going out of Melbourne with ATC. So maybe I'll get that edited and upload a short video on that. It also shows off that I programmed the whole computer from cold as well, so... Wait, is 420 listening in? They've slowed down again. Nah, the odds of that would be so low. Like, you know, however many, like, streams or whatever that are on YouTube, the amount of people on the world, in the world, say they're creeping up and then it slows down. Nah, there's gotta be coincidence. Roughly 5 minutes until we hit Maxim, and then we can see if the arrival time to Maxim will be 3:21 or not. If so, we will start descending at 3:10 UTC. My clock is very slightly out, probably because of my load times. I often wonder how much better this game would perform if it were on an SSD. But unfortunately, my gaming SSD has one game on it. Because it's an older SSD, it's a mechanical one, not an M2 or anything like that. It's only 120 gigabyte. So I can only really have like Final Fantasy on it. And I have Final Fantasy 14 online on mine. I have another SSD for my boot drive as well. It really needs to be cleaned and reformatted. However, at this point here, it might not actually be worth it. Excuse me. This is so dumb. I can't even scroll on. Now I've completely lost everything. I cannot see a thing on VatSpy. So I don't know what's going on. At least I can see the pilot software. Alright, we're still set to go over Maxim at 2:51. So we are roughly 1 minute out now. And like I said, if it says 2:20, then we should be all good. Alright, I've got it in... Oh my god. I really wish I had more monitor space. Okay, I'm starting to read my briefing preview here. I'm trying to understand it. 2:43... And have I been misreading something? like this bit here, I thought it was what time you arrived, and it lined up so well for so many things, but it says -243. Does that mean that we're 2 minutes and 43 seconds ahead of schedule? Oh man, still so much I have to learn. But anyway, we are 160 out from black. What is the time? 2:51. Oh, I am being pinged. Melbourne Centre has just come online. Tune them 134 decimal 134 325. All right, let's get some notes. And let's have a look at our altitude. Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 76A with you, flight level 310.
Jetstar 768, Melbourne Centre, good morning, squawk 6011.
Please repeat that.
Jetstar 768, good morning, squawk 6011.
Squawk 6011, Jetstar 768.
Melbourne Centre, g'day, Jetstar 420, flight level 380.
Jetstar 420, good morning, Melbourne Centre, squawk 7253.
Squawk 7253, Jetstar 420.
Cool, so we got a little bit of ATC as we are coming out. That beep scared the shit out of me. We won't have ATC for long though, as I believe black is kind of right on the edge, and I can't even show you.
Jetstar 768, you're identified, cleared to Adelaide via Maxim flight plan route, flight level 310.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 768, clear to Adelaide via Maxim. Could you repeat after that again, please?
Jetstar 768, cleared to Adelaide via Maxim flight plan route, maintain flight level 310.
Clear to Adelaide via Maxim, maintain flight level 310, Jetstar 768.
Jetstar 420, you're also identified, clear to Adelaide via Maxim flight plan route, flight level 380.
Jetstar 420, cleared Adelaide via Maxim flight plan route, maintain flight level 380, Jetstar 420.
Sounds like he's got a don't sink warning. Crazy.
Center control, Delta 50 Heavy at Sydney, looking for Markman Wallman.
Delta 50 Heavy, Melbourne Centre, good morning. Don't have a flight plan for you, can you just refile that please?
We will refile.
And Delta 50 Heavy, also contact me on 129.8, just for better frequency.
129.8.
Now we're going to have to wait for the clearance.
Melbourne Center, Delta 50 Heavy should have flight plan refile.
We're going to have to wait for the clearance to descend now.
Delta 50 Heavy, don't have it yet. It may need to disconnect, reconnect, and then refile.
Welcome.
He should see in my notes that I'm a new pilot as well, as I did add that.
Jetstar 768, contact to Melbourne Centre 123.05. Expect star clearance.
Melbourne Centre, contact 123.5, Jetstar 768. Thank you.
Jetstar 768, 123.05.
Correction, 123.05, Jetstar 768.
Melbourne Center Delta 40 Heavy is reconnected. Sorry.
Delta 40 Heavy, thanks. Flight plan advised ready for clearance.
You're ready for clearance.
Delta 40, you cleared to Los Angeles via Dipso flight plan route. Runway 34 left to Sydney 2 departure. Climb by the SID to 5000, squawk 1132.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 768 with you. Contact flight level 310.
Jetstar 768, break. Delta 40, go ahead.
Delta 40 is cleared to Los Angeles by Dipso and flight plan filed. Climb maintain 5000 by the SID. Squawk code 1132.
Delta 40.
So I think when they say break, it means that they have received transmission.
Jetstar 768, star clearance available.
Sorry, please repeat previous.
Jetstar 768, your star clearance is available.
Star clearance available, Jetstar 768, thank you.
Jetstar 768, you cleared the Black 3 Alpha arrival, runway 23. When ready, descend flight level 130.
Melbourne Centre, Black 3 Alpha arrival, descend and maintain 130, Jetstar 768.
Jetstar 768, just when ready, descend flight level 130.
Operation ready 130, thank you. Three Alpha 23130. All right. Let's get it punched in. So we now have a completely different flight plan in. We were going to come in 05, we are now coming in 23, so we're coming in over the city. Unfortunately, now all of my information that I have set up is wrong, but can't argue with the ATC. So I can't even load up VATSpy to have a look and see what's going on here because this craziness happens. There we go. Wow, we are nearly out of their cleared area. They are covering... Yeah, we'll be asked to go to 122.8 very shortly. Alright, we will start descending to 130 very slowly. Should even be able to get away with 1300. No, negative 1300, thank you. I think I'm now technically out of his clearance, but I'm not sure. We're now coming in on the... Oh no, I'm going to have to look up the charts. Oh no, this is going to destroy me.
Jetstar 420, contact me now 123.05, expect start clearance.
123.05, Jetstar 420.
Oh shit.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 420.
Jetstar 420, cleared. Black 3 Alpha arrival, runway 23, maintain flight level 380.
Cleared the Black 3 Alpha arrival, runway 23, maintain flight level 380, Jetstar 420.
Okay, there's going to be some zooming in and out here as I change some things. I want a star for Black 3 Alpha. And an ILS 23 approach. I believe I put in Zulu.
Melbourne Centre, Delta 40 Heavy is ready for push.
Delta 40 Heavy, push approved.
Push approved, Delta 40 Heavy.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 420, away for 2 minutes.
Jetstar 420, that's approved, report back. When ready, descend flight level 130.
When ready, descend flight level 130 and I'll report back. Jetstar 420.
Alright, I managed to get all the charts up without killing anyone. That in itself is a miracle. I've also set up the plane for latching onto the glide slope, hopefully.
Center Jetstar 420.
Jetstar 420.
Wait, I actually want this page.
Jetstar 768, descend by the start 9000, Adelaide QNH 1036.
Jetstar 768, descend via star to 9000, and may I please have the QNH again?
Jetstar 768, QNH 1036.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar... Oh, sorry, Melbourne Centre, QNH 1036, Jetstar 768. Alright, so we will set the QNH to 1036. You may see that even though we are descending, we are technically climbing right now. There we go. So by curves, it looks like we want to be below 5,000. 5,000 and below. Name? I shouldn't write that in this book. Looks like we're still descending at a pretty good rate.
Melbourne Centre Jetstar 420 leaving flight level 380.
Jetstar 420. And all stations stand by, Centre will be back in 2 minutes.
He is going hard on how far he is going. He's probably going to take us right through to Adelaide, actually, looking at the charty bits. Does it give us an idea of the flight plan? What time we'll be arriving at Black? 23:17, so we have 7 minutes to get down 4,000 feet. We're fine. We can even take it a little slower now. I believe this is a... Wait. But this says 8:51. That doesn't make sense. I'm 23, 27? Oh, I'm reading this 311. It's 2311. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, so 2317 is about the time we are expected to arrive at Black. So if we need to be under 5,000 by Kurs, and we're going to be 13,000 at Black, so that's an 8,000 split, then we want to be roughly 9,000 by Pleasen. Although I'll probably aim for like 8,000. There's descend via star, which I do have up. So I guess that means I don't need any more clearances for descents or anything.
All sessions, apologies, send it back.
Melbourne Center, Delta 40 Heavy right.
Delta 40 Heavy, Squawk Mode Charlie, taxi via Golf Alpha, cross runway 07, Conning Point Alpha 634 left.
Is an international flight taking off from Sydney.
Alpha is 34 left.
All sessions, Melbourne terminal information, November's current changes, winds 250 degrees, 12 knots, cloud fuel 1000, broken 4100, temperature 10.
Alright, let's have a look at how long it will take to get to Pleasen. 2 minutes. So let's actually descend just a little more. Oh, Kurs is at or above 5,000, not at or below. Okay. I'm still learning to read flight charts, and I wish I could show you more, but yeah, for some reason, plugging in this monitor, it really hates it.
Jetstar 768, descend via the start of 5,000, runway 23, expect ILS approach.
Melbourne Centre, descend via star to 5,000, expect ILS 23 approach, Jetstar 768.
Jetstar 420, descend by the star to 9000, Adelaide QNH 1036.
Descend via the star 9000, QNH 1036, Jetstar 420.
Looks like he might actually take us all the way in. That's crazy. I'm going to thank him so much for his patience. And while I like...
G'day, Rex 4362 on the ground, Adelaide requesting IFR to Port Lincoln.
Rex 4362, Melbourne Centre, good morning, clear to Port Lincoln via Yorkie flight plan direct, runway 23 Adelaide 4 departure, climb by the SID 4000, squawk 4761.
Clear to Port Lincoln, Yorkie flight plan route, runway 23 Adelaide 4 departure via the SID 4000, squawking 4761, Rex 4362.
Rex 4362.
And Rex 4362, can you just amend our flight plan real quick? Just get rid of the airway between Yorkie and Port Lincoln.
Rex 4362, that's all amended for you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And I'm glad that I learned to use the computer now that we had to change approaches. And we need to drop to 230 knots. We'll start that at Pleasant or Pleasant. I mean, it says decel right there, so.
Jetstar 420 for sequencing, maintain speed 210 knots until the final approach fix.
Maintain 210 until final approach fix for Jetstar 420.
Every time I swear I hear "don't sink" in the background. A little bit of cloud cover coming in here to Adelaide. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. And I know Adelaide Airfield taxiway is like the back of my hand, almost. So, I shouldn't need to bring up a taxi chart. Although I might once I stop. Oh, here we go. It's decelling for us. I am actually going to step. Oh, do I want to step in? Doing a good job. Well, good enough.
Melbourne approach, Jetstar 420, unable 210 at the moment. I need at least 215 for minimum clean speed, Jetstar 420.
Jetstar 420, maintain speed 220.
220, Jetstar 420.
Oh my. It is. I mean, it's not
And Jetstar 420, descend by the star 6000, runway 23, expect ILS.
Descend 6000, expect the ILS, Jetstar 420.
Jetstar 768, descend by the star 3800, runway 23, cleared ILS approach, report established.
Was it a descend via the star to 3800 and contact when established, Jetstar 768.
Rex 4362, request taxi.
Rex 4362, taxi holding point Bravo 2, runway 23.
Taxi Bravo 2, runway 23, Rex 4362.
Melbourne Center Delta 40 Heavy is ready for takeoff.
Delta 40 Heavy, assigned heading is right 080, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
Right 080, 34 left, clear for takeoff. Delta 40 Heavy.
Let's turn on the ILS and approach. Oh Jesus, did I not set something up right? I don't see a glide. Oh, we might be too far away for the glide path. That's fine. The A270, huh? Let's have a look. Make sure that that is all good. It is.
Rex 4362 at Bravo 2 ready.
Rex 4362, assigned heading right to 275, runway 23, cleared for takeoff.
Assigned right 275, runway 23, cleared for takeoff, Rex 4362.
Here we go. What in the hell is going on? Are you turning me around like that, bro? Oh, it had user in there again. God damn it.
Jetstar 768, just confirm ops normal. You appear to be tracking away from the airfield.
Melbourne Centre, yes, we had some issues with the autopilot with a user error. We are now tracking towards Gully, Jetstar 768.
Jetstar 768. Jetstar 768, just for sequencing, turn left heading 255 to join final, runway 23 cleared ILS.
Melbourne Centre 255 to final, cleared ILS, Jetstar 768.
Rex 4362, airborne runway 23, passing 2600.
Rex 4362, you're identified, climb by the set, flight level 200, advise rolling out, heading 275.
Flight level, climb flight level 200 and we're heading 275, Rex 4362.
Delta 40 heavy
420, descend via the star 3800, runway 23 cleared ILS approach, report established and maintain minimum approach speed.
I just got stepped on there. Was that for Jetstar 420?
Jetstar 428 firm, descend via the star 3800, runway 23 cleared ILS approach, report established, maintain minimum approach speed.
Descent 3800, cleared the ILS runway 23 and will maintain minimum approach speed, Jetstar 420.
Melbourne Centre, ILS established, Jetstar 768.
Delta 40 are identified, climb above the SID flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Delta 40 heavy.
Jetstar 768, winds 150 degrees 5 knots, runway 23 clear to land.
Clear to land, Jetstar 768. All right.
Rex 4362, resume our navigation, track direct Port Lincoln, flight plan route.
Direct Port Lincoln flight plan route, Rex 4362.
Let's start going into managed mode here.
Delta 40, position 37 miles to the west of Dipso, resume our navigation, track direct Dipso, flight plan route.
Direct Dipso for Delta 40 heavy.
Man, this might actually make a better video because we actually have ATC on the way in. Could splice them together.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 420, established localizer, runway 23.
Jetstar 420.
Get down. Flaps 2. And then we will finally move on to flaps 3 shortly. There's a good time to do it. Good as any. Slow down a little more. We'll disconnect the auto throttle very shortly. Seems like a good a time as any.
Melbourne Centre, good morning. Citation Sierra Alpha Romeo on Grand Road, taxi for Hobart.
Sierra Alpha Romeo, squawk 3737, there's no report IFR, traffic Melbourne, connect me airborne.
3637, copy traffic and will contact airborne. Sierra Alpha Romeo.
I'm focusing very hard, I apologize. In reverse and on the brakes. Looks like we're gonna have to take Foxtrot 3 or Foxtrot 4.
Jetstar 420, winds 150 degrees, 5 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 23, Jetstar 420.
Melbourne Centre, request a taxi to the gate, Jetstar 768.
Jetstar 768, welcome to Adelaide, taxi via Foxtrot 3, cross runway 12 Alpha to the bay.
Foxtrot 3, cross runway 12 Alpha to the bay, Jetstar 768. We did it! I would also like to thank you very much for your patience very quickly. Thank you very much.
No worries, mate. Enjoy the rest of your morning.
People when they're like, Australians rah rah rah, Australians rah rah rah. Australians are so chill, and I live here. I'm so happy I live here. It's all a matter of circumstance that led up to me being born here in Australia. There are also lots of other times that I wish I weren't born in Australia, because then there are people I would have never met, but then you realise that some of the situations around that.
Stations Essendon, Sierra Mike, IFR, Honda Jet, 3PAB taxis, Essendon 264 Manor.
Might have happened in other places just similarly.
Sierra for Mark, Melbourne Centre, good morning. Score 4464, IFR traffic for your departure is Golf Kilo Bravo, a Honda Jet, also from Mount Hoffman on the Grand Essendon.
There's 420 coming into land. I'm going to slow right down here. I really just want to see his landing. Oh man, that is laggy. Looks like you did a lot better than me though.
And Sierra for Mark, contact me at the holding point for further clearance.
Okay, can we get the holding point for clearance, Sierra for Mark?
Delta 40, contact me now, 130.9.
130.9, Delta 40 Heavy. Melbourne Centre, Delta 40 Heavy, climbing to 18,500, 330.
Delta 40 Heavy, Melbourne Centre.
Centre Jetstar 420, clear of the runway, Foxtrot 3.
Jetstar 420, taxi via Foxtrot 3, cross runway 12 Alpha to the bay, good morning.
Taxi Foxtrot 3, cross 12 to the bay, thanks for your help. Jetstar 420.
Oh Jesus, I have turned a very wrong way. Oak Air? How you doing, Derp? I'm Unfortunately, you're a little late.
Double Interrogate, Honda Jet Golf Kilo Bravo IFR taxis Essendon for Mount Hotham runway 262 PAB.
Golf Kilo Bravo, Melbourne Centre, good morning. Squawk 447 IFR traffic to departure.
Yes,
Sierra,
literally just
IFR Honda
finishing.
Jet also taxiing runway 26 Essendon for Mount Hotham.
Oh my god, that is so jank.
And Golf Kilo Bravo, contact me at the holding point for further clearance.
We had ATC come on roughly as we were like a little bit north of Melbourne, and they've taken me right through to landing. So then we have 420 over there. There's another one also taking off to Port Lincoln, I believe. But yeah.
Sierra Alpha Romeo, climb 3000, clear to Hobart via Sunty flight plan route.
Did I get over the interactivity? No. No. I had a whole flight plan sorted for runway 05, and then the controller comes on.
Terminal information officer is now current changes winds 250 degrees on 1 knots.
There we go. Had the controller come on and say, yeah, you got to go 23 instead, which is from the city instead of over the bay. So
Port Lincoln, Zulu, November Delta.
Rex 4362, 10 left track direct Port Lincoln, November Delta.
Port Lincoln, track direct Port Lincoln, November Delta, Rex 4362.
And there we go, that's our flight.
And Rex 4362, just confirm right turn.
43.
So,
apologies, right turn, Port Lincoln.
Oh Jesus, that is a weird camera angle. Where did 420 go? There they are.
I wasn't feeling like getting circles today.
They have been following me since Sydney. So Jetstar 420, I salute you. Thank you very much for joining me on the flight, even though I'm sure you weren't intending it.
Moorabbin on climb to 3000, passing 2000.
But yeah, it was a really awesome flight. If you want to watch it back, you can always watch the VOD.
Climb level 350.
I don't know if I can actually just turn off the avionics. Oh wait, yes I can. Wait. Did that turn off the avionics? Why is there still power? These batteries are off. Unless it's just a visual bug. I've had a lot of bugs. I wanted to like show off the... Actually, I wonder if I can show this. When I click off, you can see here that my stick turns hard left. Only into a browser though. I clicked into OBS, no problem. Here, in-game, you see it flick a little bit, but then as I click into Opera, you can see here that it goes hard left. And here's the thing. I had I had all of these charts to show off as I was flying. So you got the Sydney, I'm going to disconnect here. Okay, so I'm off VATSIM now. So I had my Sydney departure via CADOM. Then from there I was watching SimBrief for how high I needed to go using this to set up my flight plan and everything, and I've been learning to read it. So this is like the I think this is the airspeed you need to be going in Mach. Then this is your altitude. So 243 is 24,300, 075, 7,500, 6,000. You know what I mean. And I've been learning how to start up the plane using this and read it like this, but I couldn't even click onto it because I needed the charts more. So I had my Black 3 Victor approach here, as well as the RNAV 05. Wait, what's this? Approach? Yeah, so what's this? Oh, this one here would be the transition. So yeah, I had it set up for this here via Lunga. So you come in kind of from this way and then in and around. I then got asked to change it, so I had to load up new charts with Black 3 Alpha, which is into 2.3. I then had some issues with the autopilot as I was setting all this up. The controller noticed. But then also the 2.3 approach. And I had to change this information here in the computer. And there's just so much clicking. And because of my issue here, hang on, I'm going to try just clicking on the right monitor. Okay, it's just something to do with OBS. OBS has no problem being clicked into. And then there's like a little jolt as I click back into the game. What did the controller say? Oh god, I don't know. You'd have to go back and watch. If you go back like a half hour, you'll see it. Maybe like 40 minutes. I'm not too sure. But I'm going to end the stream here. These... Oh, hang on. No, these are all off. Why do I still have... Oh. That's why. Because for some reason this was still on start and my engines were still on. So there we go. We have finished the flight. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, that's a weird angle, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining me, even if it was just for a little bit. If anyone is around, be sure to like and follow. Liking the video tells YouTube that you want to see more. This is a visual glitch, by the way. Obviously all my engines are off. Okay, never mind. They're still spooling down. If you have enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like on the video. It does show YouTube that you want to see more. And subscribe because there are more videos coming soon. I haven't been feeling really great between stomach issues, teeth issues, and now I've got a very dry throat, so not the best time to be streaming. But all of that said, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you very much. If you want to see what happened with the approach, go back about 30 or 40 minutes. You should see it around the time. Oh god, what's our flight plan? Oh my god, yeah, look, you can see as I leave the game, my camera pans. So somewhere in between Borley and Maxim. So if you want to try and find it, if you can find where it says Maxim on the MD, this screen here, it'll say it's somewhere around here. Alright, see you later, Dev. But yeah. Then you could follow it all the way through with Tower. That's so weird. Why does that happen? Anyway. I wonder, how do you turn left on the keyboard? Like that. Nope, never mind, it's still doing it. Anyway, I'm going to go look this up. Oh, here we go. Sudden loss of keyboard mouse control after tabbing out. That's probably what I want. I'm interested to see what this is, and I want... the issue is the tab key. No, it isn't. I'm unsure. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you all again sometime very soon. Until then, take care. Ciao.